James Hamilton here for MMA UK at the opening of the new higher level gym, and I'm joined to my left by the higher level head coach James Doolan. So first of all, James, we'll just talk about the turnout today. The mats are extremely busy. You've got 7 black belts, I believe, doing seminars. So just talk us through about what you think of the turnout.
It's been exceptional. I think there's over 100 people in the mat now. There's guys coming and going throughout the course of the day. The information desk we set up at the start with Nimi's been pretty busy the past hour, so it's been we've done a good job, I think, with the marketing and stuff like that, and it's been well received.
Yeah. And the gym itself, I mean, I got the tour around the gym, and it looks impressive. There's lots of space now, obviously, for grappling. You've got an area, obviously, for Thai boxing and stuff like that as well, and you've got the full-size cage. So just how much is this going to help fighter development as well, just having a facility like this versus the old one?
It should help. The reason we moved was pretty much to help with the development of the fighters, as much as anything else. We've got more space now for working one-to-one where there's classes on. The cage was a big factor before. We were having to travel through the D unit to use the on-top cage, which was there when we needed certain stuff in. So having it in-house now just means that we can use it all the time. I'll be doing pad work in there with fighters. We'll do our game plan stuff run through. It's a massive advantage. You need that environment if you're going to compete with the guys we're aiming to and have been competing against. We need the environment to keep a level playing surface, really.
Yeah. And obviously this didn't happen overnight. Just tell us a wee bit about all the work that's went into this. And I know obviously you've just recently had a child, so that opening a new gym, how trying a process has this been for you?
It's been tough. We first looked at this place maybe about 9 months ago. We were looking for a while. We were stowed out at the other gym. It was getting to a ridiculous level. It was uncomfortable. Our changing facilities weren't the best and stuff. The training there was excellent. The training area was really good, but we needed to move. So we've been looking at places, and eventually we came across this place. One of the guys that trains was a property developer. Fortunate enough, he's bought the place, so we own it. He's done all the work. I drew a sketch from him and said, "Build me this." He ripped it out at 10 months to rip out. There's so much stuff in here. He'd done some general repairs to the roof, and then everything in it's brand new. This guy builds houses. Derek Andrews. He builds houses for a living, so you can see the rooms. It's like you're in a house in a gym. The plumbing's brand new, the radiators are new, the electrics, the lights, everything was done like everything's done right, pretty much. But it has been about 9 months worth of work, and then we thought we'd been the start of September initially, and then it just kept running there. We setbacks, and then Derek's company taking on a big housing contract, so he was having to pull some of the workers away, and it started slowing down a wee bit. Eventually we just set the date for the opening day, and whatever happens, we're in that date. So this week, the construction, the builders have been in painting and finishing bits and pieces, like their whole shifts. I've been down here with some of the boys doing like 12 and 13 hours a day. I took care of the training area. So this week's been hectic, and then obviously my baby's now like 2 months old, so I've been trying to help her as much as possible in the house with Lindsay, but she's pretty much had the baby for the last 2 months. Well, I've been running about between the grip house, my higher level up at Whitburn, then down here, and then still trying to fit PTs in.
So it's obviously a lot of work, and the other thing as well, when you look back, obviously starting out in a scout hall, now you're in a facility like this. How far do you feel you've come? I mean, that's a big jump from a scout hall right to this.
Yeah, it's been a massive. It's night and day now, but it's took a while. I think I started coaching when I was like 17. I'm now 40, so I've done the process with hiring halls and whatever else. And then we originally started when I left university, we set up Lanark MMA, and we're in the scout hall in Lanark there for 5 and 6 days a week. But we're having to put the mats down, train the mats, take the mats away for the scouts to come in, whatever else. And then eventually we were using it more than the scouts. I actually tried to buy that place, and the scouts weren't for it, but it's completely different on a different level now. But everyone we've done, the process we've been through to get here is taking a lot of time, but it's you can see for yourself, we've not missed any steps. We've grew. I've started with like 5 students to, I think I moved to Whitburn with like maybe 30. We were in 1,200 square feet at Whitburn, and then we've moved in here at 4,500 square feet with about 100 students there on now. Whitburn was excellent for us, but we had 5 world champions come out of that gym, and obviously 3 fighters going to the UFC, a lot of success in Cage Warriors and everywhere else. But it just feels like the right time. We needed to level up again or become stagnant. So it was a risk. It still is a risk, but it should be fine.
Yeah, and I think as I spoke to Vara before, and she personally said it's something she feels you deserved, and I think it's congratulations really. I mean the place looks amazing. From the fighters seem to love it. So yeah, I think this is definitely going to be the first step in continuing to move forward for higher level. So thanks very much for giving us a wee bit of time today, James. And just before we let you go, is there anybody else specifically you'd like to thank that's really been instrumental in getting this place to here?
Right back to even my first coach, Gordon. It was him that I only started really fighting because I wanted to get better at coaching, but he really encouraged me and almost taught me how to coach a wee bit. Then obviously things started falling into place for me when I met Paul McVeigh, and our whole team, the Dinky Ninja team, came about. The guys for different areas getting together and training, and then the guys have always had my back with my own endeavours with higher level and stuff. The students I've got at higher level are incredible. The guys have been down here helping us all the time. They cover classes if I need to miss them. I've got like Stevie Mops away with Callum this week. I've got Cammy Donnelly away with Stevie, and the guys, the place when they be here for the students, this place is for them. As much as it's like I've wanted a gym like this for a long time. Like if they weren't here, I could still coach happy in a scout hall. But I think the guys are turning up every night, so they deserve a facility like this. You see every other big team, Europe and America and stuff, have got them. So it was just a matter of time before we kind of got this for them. But other than that, my partner Lindsay's been super supportive. My mum's been helpful with stuff, and all the guys at the grip house and the D unit and stuff as well.
Perfect, and like I say, congratulations again, mate, and thanks for giving us a few minutes of your time.
No worries, thanks, man.
Let me just check this.